We had our City Clash Towers NFT mint last Friday, and it was a lot of fun. We minted out in 28 minutes, which was awesome, and it was just kind of crazy. So thank you everyone for being a part of that. I wanted to show a real quick video kind of showing behind the scenes of how these towers work, and actually the code on the smart contract of how these work, because it's all on the blockchain, which is pretty interesting and hopefully kind of cool, and maybe you'll learn something in this. So these are what the towers look like. You can see there's a variation of different colors. There's these one-story towers, and then there's higher number of story towers like this 3-story. And for this collection, it's all about the number of stories. The taller the tower, the more valuable that it will be in the future in our City Clash game, because we actually have another collection, our main collection, the cities, that are coming out later. And so this is kind of a prequel collection for that. And so this is kind of cool. This is just an SVG, and everyone started out with minting just a one-story tower, and then you can merge these towers together by burning one of them, and you can see this is kind of how the NFTs work, where it just gets taller, 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 and just keeps getting taller till the tallest tower you can get is this 100-story tower, which is kind of fun. And you know, you're making the supply less by burning one of the towers to build your tower, and then it's just the sum of the number of stories put together to make your taller tower. So if we actually go to the contract, and this is fully open, you can go in and see what this contract looks like on the blockchain. And so really how it works is we just give each, the only data we store is the number of stories for that tower. And we store that on the blockchain. And then we have this read function, token URI. This is the function that's called when any marketplace or anyone tries to see what this metadata for the NFT is. And it's a read function, and that's where we actually create the SVG to show the tower. And that's how we can dynamically change what this tower looks like by just changing the number. It's just a one numbered data for the number of stories, and it will look at that in this function and create the image. So here we have the image. It does all this code. There's quite a different things. It creates the SVG. There's lots of different things it does here, but it basically creates a taller tower based on that data, and we'll create it right here in the SVG. And what we'll get out of that is something like this. This is the kind of the final SVG, which we're dynamically generating on the blockchain. And it will just create more rows, basically more stories for a building. And so you can see what this one looks like. And so whenever a person merges their tower into another tower, we just on the blockchain dynamically update the number of stories that this tower has, and it will just be able to recreate this image of the towers. And so yeah, that's kind of how the behind the scenes of how this works. It's really cool, where you can just keep building these towers, merging them together, and making your tower taller, taller, and taller. And so it's been a lot of fun in the community, in our Discord, seeing people build these towers. And yeah, we're looking forward to the City Clash main collection coming later. But hopefully this was helpful. You can kind of learn a little bit, see a little bit of how this works on the blockchain and with the code with this. So I hope you learned something.